Okay, I'm back because I realized on the last question around the sneaky fear, I didn't actually answer it for myself. I just went into like pure exploration, teaching mode, and I didn't actually get personal and say how what's the sneaky way fear tries to keep me safe. So I think fear tries to keep me safe around mm, currently right now it's around scaling. It's around building and scaling. I can feel some hesitation and some indecision around letting go of some of the activities that I do that I know shouldn't be me doing them, and bringing in a who. I'm sitting with that. If you've ever read Dan Sullivan's book, Who Not How, I read that a while ago, and I'm kind of sitting with that. And the reason why I'm in indecision is because the people who I want to bring in are probably going to cost quite a lot of money. So there's fear around that. And this is a new way of investing for me because I have invested heavily for the last 8 years in having my own coach, but I do have a team. So I have a VA that helps me with the tech side of things, who's brilliant. Um, and I have some people now who are looking at my design. So I'm having like a bit of a brand refresh, and they're great as well. Um, but I think that there's a much bigger leap, like a 10x leap around outsourcing and delegating and building systems and who's that's gonna really elevate like fast. So I have a lot of hesitation around that. And as I'm speaking out loud, some of it might be to do with leadership. I love just being like really super honest about things, and I want to share this because when, like I always talk about, when we say something, it gets heard through somebody else's like conditioning, and you'll have a hearing that is possibly not what I'm saying. So I have no judgment on where I am with my leadership, and I actually think that the more we know, the more we realize we don't know. So that's the energy that I'm in when I'm sharing this. um, I do actually think that I've come a long way in my leadership, and my leadership in my life, and I'm much more able to put boundaries in place, and I'm much more able to hold myself at the next level. Um, so this isn't a post saying, "Oh my gosh, I'm a terrible leader." This is a post saying, this is going to expose gaps in my leadership. Um, and so there's probably a little fear around the work that's going to be required to close those gaps as well. So that's my answer to the question. I've gone first. Now it's your turn.